Hi guys, Carrie Knowles here. In case you don't know me, I'm a photographer from Connecticut, and I just wanted to hop on and share with you my 3 favorite secrets for improving your photography. They're probably things you wouldn't expect to be learning about photography, but I know that they've helped me tremendously, and I just wanted to share them with all of you. So the first one is this book, The Big Leap. This book is by Gay Hendricks, and it completely changed my life about, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago, maybe? It's not about photography. It is about finding your childhood genius. It helps you discover what your childhood genius was, where and how you lost it along the road from becoming a child to an adult, and how you can get it back. Now, your childhood genius is not going to be necessarily photography or any art or craft that you enjoy or are trying to turn from a hobby into a profession. It's more of an emotion or a feeling that you are good at portraying and helping others, helping to bring out in others. So like if you're using photography, then maybe your childhood genius would be capturing some kind of emotion, a connection. Maybe you're deeply connected to other people. Maybe you're outgoing. Maybe you like making people happy. Maybe you bring out the best in someone else. That kind of thing. So it's a really, really great book. I recommend that you read this book. So the second tip I want to share with you is very, very simple. Read your camera's manual. So if you have a bright new shiny camera that you can't wait to use, your new DSL, or if you have a used camera, you can download the manual online from the company it was made for, whether it's Canon or Nikon or something else. Make sure that you read your camera's manual. If your camera didn't come with a manual because it's used, go on and download it, please. This is so simple. You can start it right now, and I promise you, once you get an understanding of how your camera works, then you can go on to use every camera. So you do not have to do this every time you buy a camera. Okay, number 3. I think a squirrel just ran by me. In case you're wondering where I am, I'm at my parents' house because my house is always full of boys and cats and just a lot of noise. So hopefully I can shoot there eventually because I have a really nice porch now, but I tried to today and it was just, it's also very sunny. I don't have as many trees to have good lighting, so I kind of got in the car and drove to my parents today. So hopefully you're enjoying the nature in my video. Back to number 3. Number 3, okay. Number 3 is practice makes perfect. So I'm sure you've heard this phrase. If you haven't, I think it mostly comes from athletics. I grew up as a gymnast, so we were told this all the time. If you're a gymnast, you practice all the time. You cannot be doing those dangerous tricks on a balance beam if you have not practiced over and over and over again. So the same thing is true with any craft that you're trying to perfect or improve, so that you can turn it from a hobby to a profession. So over the past 10 years, I can't tell you how many flowers I have photographed. I have photographed thousands and thousands of flowers. Flowers are my thing. I love them. I find them great. Practicing tool. I can change the aperture. I can shoot wide open. I can change my shutter. I can photograph flowers any time of day. I can walk outside my house and photograph flowers, or I can go further distances to local gardens. I can photograph flowers on my vacations. So flowers are what's worked for me, but I recommend you find something that you love. If it's, maybe it could be something in a house, like still life, like vases, or maybe baseballs, or your dog or your cat. I would recommend finding one thing that you can keep photographing, because then you can compare it to the way you photographed it last time. And you can practice photographing it at different times of the day in different lighting settings. And you can also use the same thing to practice your editing skills. So you're going on and seeing what different settings and different colors and hues and levels and curves work for that thing. Because once you start photographing humans for portraits, you know, you've had that one thing that you've worked on for so long. So now it's just like, it's like you're photographing that flower. When you photograph that person, it's like you're photographing that flower, and you know where the lighting is going to be. You know how to change the lighting in an instant. You don't want people sitting around waiting for you to figure out how to shoot on a 2.0 aperture setting, or how to increase your ISO to 400 instead of 200, or, you know, how to change your shutter speed. So those are my 3 tips, and I hope they work for you. I hope you've enjoyed this lovely natural setting, and I look forward to talking to you next time. I have several, most of my YouTube is slideshows up until now. I'd like to start doing more videos, and so you can go through and look through some of my slideshows, some of my photo sessions, some of my kids, some of our trips, and you can find me on Instagram at CarrieMK3, and I'll put some links below. Have a great day.